Your engine's trying to tell you something, and if you ignore it, you're looking at a $10,000 rebuild, or worse, a seized engine on the highway doing 70 miles per hour. Here's the thing. Engines don't just die. They warn you first. They make sounds, specific sounds, and each sound is your engine screaming for help before it's too late. I'm going to walk you through 5 sounds that mean your engine is on borrowed time. If you hear any of these, kill the engine immediately. Don't ride it home, don't try to make it to the shop, shut it down and figure out what's wrong. Because every second you keep running after hearing these sounds, you're doing damage that can't be undone. Sound number 1, the death knock. This is a deep, heavy knocking sound coming from low in the engine. Not a light tapping, not a ticking, a solid metallic knock that you can feel through the whole bike. This is your bottom end failing. The crankshaft bearings, the connecting rod bearings, the parts that hold your engine together at the most fundamental level. Here's what's happening. Those bearings have worn down so much that there's metal on metal contact. The connecting rod is literally bouncing off the crankshaft journal. Every time it hits, you hear that knock, and every hit is making the damage worse. The bearing surface is getting scored, the clearances are getting bigger, the hits are getting harder. Riders describe it as sounding like someone tapping a wrench on the engine block, rhythmic, in time with engine speed, gets louder when you rev it. If you hear this sound, your engine is minutes away from catastrophic failure. Not days, not hours, minutes. The connecting rod can snap. It'll punch a hole through the side of your engine case. You'll dump all your oil on the road in about 3 seconds. Then the engine seizes. If you're lucky, you just coast to a stop. If you're not, the rear wheel locks up. I've seen this happen. Guy ignored the knock for 2 days because he needed to get to work. 3rd day, coming home on the interstate, the rod let go. Bike seized at 60 miles per hour. He went down. Bike was totaled. He spent 6 weeks in the hospital. Don't be that guy. If you hear a deep knock from the engine, stop immediately. Sound number 2, the cam chain death rattle. This one sounds like a bag of marbles being shaken inside your engine, a rapid clattering noise, most obvious at idle or when you let off the throttle. Your cam chain is what connects the crankshaft to the camshaft. It keeps your valve timing synchronized. It's under constant tension from a spring-loaded tensioner. Over time, the chain stretches. The tensioner compensates, but eventually the chain stretches beyond what the tensioner can handle. It starts to slap around. That's the clattering you hear. Here's why this matters. A loose cam chain can skip a tooth on the sprocket. When that happens, your valve timing goes out. Suddenly, valves are opening when pistons are at the top of their stroke. Valves and pistons meet. That's called a collision, and in an engine, that means bent valves, damaged pistons, possibly a destroyed cylinder head. The repair? Tear the entire top end apart, replace the chain, tensioner, guides, and any damaged valves or pistons. You're looking at $1,500 to $3,000 minimum. Honda CBRs from the early 2000s were notorious for cam chain tensioner failures. Riders would hear that rattle for a week, ignore it, then one day the chain would skip and the engine would be toast. If your bike sounds like there's loose change rattling around in the valve cover, check that cam chain immediately. Sound number 3, the valve train tap of doom. This sounds different from the cam chain rattle. It's a sharper, more distinct ticking, like someone rapidly tapping a small metal rod against the engine. Gets louder as you rev up. This is your valves, specifically the clearance between the valve stem and the rocker arm or shim bucket. Every engine has valve clearances. As the engine warms up, metal expands. The clearances are set to account for this. But over time, valves wear. The clearances open up. Too much clearance and the lifter or rocker arm is hammering down on the valve stem instead of smoothly actuating it. Left alone, this destroys the valve stem. It can also damage the camshaft lobes, and in extreme cases, a valve can drop into the cylinder while the piston is moving. Game over. The fix is relatively simple. Valve adjustment. Most bikes need this every 15 to 20,000 miles. Some bikes need it more often. Ducatis with desmodromic valves need it every 7,500 miles. But if you wait until you hear the ticking, you've already got damage. The valve stems are probably scored. The cam lobes might be worn. What should have been a $500 valve adjustment is now a $1,500 top-end job. Sound number 4, the ping of death, also called detonation or spark knock. This one's subtle, a light metallic pinging sound under acceleration, like tiny ball bearings rattling in a can. Most noticeable when you're lugging the engine at low RPM under load. This is pre-ignition. The fuel is igniting before the spark plug fires. The piston is still coming up on the compression stroke when the fuel detonates. The explosion is trying to push the piston back down while the crankshaft is trying to push it up. The result? Massive pressure spikes, heat, stress on the piston crown, the rings, the cylinder walls, the connecting rod. Do this long enough and you'll crack a piston. You'll score the cylinder walls, you'll bend a connecting rod, you'll blow a head gasket. I knew a guy who bought a GSXR 600. Previous owner had been running 87-octane gas in it. The manual calls for 91 minimum. He rode it for a year hearing that ping, thought it was normal. One day he's doing a highway pull, full throttle, 13,000 RPM. Piston cracks in half. Top half stays attached to the rod, bottom half gets shoved out the exhaust port. Engine's done. $4,500 rebuild. The causes? Low octane fuel, carbon buildup in the combustion chamber, incorrect ignition timing, running too lean. The fix? Use higher octane gas. Clean the combustion chambers, check your spark plugs, make sure your fuel injection or carbs are dialed in. But if you've been hearing that ping for months, the damage is already done. Pull the cylinder head and check the pistons. They're probably showing signs of stress. Sound number 5, the grinding sound of bearing failure. This is different from the death knock. It's a continuous grinding or growling noise, like something's dragging, changes pitch with engine speed, gets worse under load. This can be wheel bearings, transmission bearings, even the stator rotor rubbing against the stator coils if the mounting bolts have backed out. Wheel bearing failure is the scariest. You're riding along and you hear that grinding getting louder. You think maybe it's just road noise, then suddenly the wheel locks up. You're going down. I've seen wheel bearing failures cause crashes. The bearing seizes, the wheel stops rotating, the tire skids, you lose control. It happens fast. Transmission bearing failure is expensive, but at least you can feel it coming. The transmission starts jumping out of gear. The transmission makes grinding noises during shifts. You pull over, the damage is done, but at least you're not on the ground. Engine bearings making a grinding sound means you've got a spun bearing. The bearing shell has rotated in its bore. Metal is grinding on metal. Oil pressure drops. The engine is seconds from seizing. Any grinding sound from your motorcycle means stop now. Don't diagnose it while riding. Pull over, kill the engine, figure out where it's coming from. Here's the bottom line. These sounds don't happen for no reason. They're warning signs. Your engine is telling you something's about to fail. And here's the brutal truth. If you catch these sounds early, you might be looking at a $500 or $1,000 fix. If you ignore them, you're looking at $5,000 to $10,000 engine rebuilds or replacements. Most riders hear the first hint of these sounds and convince themselves it's normal. It's just the bike's character. It'll go away. It's not that bad. Wrong. These sounds don't go away. They get worse. And the longer you wait, the more expensive the fix becomes. So listen to your engine. Really listen. Not just when you're riding hard, but at idle, during warm-up, on deceleration. If you hear any of these 5 sounds, stop. Don't be the guy who tries to make it home. Don't be the guy who says, I'll deal with it next week. Deal with it now, because your engine's not asking, it's begging.